Good evening or good afternoon, chosen ones. It's not evening, it's afternoon. How's everyone doing? Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Look at the bird flying behind me. As long as he stay over there. Look at my shades. Hi, Sugar Lumps, dear. How are you doing? Thank you so much for being a part of the membership, dear. Hi, Texas. Hi, look at my members popping off in here. That's what I'm talking about. Ooh, yes, y'all coming in droves up in here. Look, I got a little makeshift stand. You know, I love the outdoors. You hear those birds chirping? It's too beautiful out here. Trying to make my little makeshift stand. Hi, Anitra. Hey, cousin. You always pop in. You must be up this time of the evening, or afternoon, because you always pop in around this time when I'm going live. How are you doing? I love you and I miss you. We need to do something. We got to make time. Always busy. We really have to make time. Yep, make time. Y'all, I'm out here at the park. Look, I love the park. Let me see. Could I make this little makeshift stand? Oh, yes, that's popping. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, I got a little makeshift stand here. I probably should give y'all this background. Over here, I'm trying to get some sunlight. But that's going to make me look like, let me see my brightness. Hold on. My brightness is up, so I have to stay here. How is everyone doing? I got a little makeshift stand. Y'all can hear me before I start my message? I'm at the park. I love the outdoors. You guys should know that by now. You should know me by now. I'm trying to get some lighting because I got the glasses on, but then there's a glare on my phone. Thank you all. There is a glare on my phone. But that's all right. That's all right. I'm here. And I'm going to put my shades back on because that glare is reflecting off my phone. It's reflecting back into my eyes. But listen, this is what I want to talk to you all about. Chosen ones. You know, thank you all for stopping in and listening to me, this afternoon. I promise I won't be here before you long because I know my daughter probably will call me to pick her up. But I wanted to talk about the pain, right? The pain. We try to avoid the pain. I've tried to avoid the pain. But this is what God told me. The purpose is attached to the pain. The purpose and the pain are best friends. Yes, the purpose and the pain are best friends. Some of you will not be pushed out without the pain. Some of you will not step into your calling without the pain. Some of you will not cross over into the promised land without the pain. You really need the pain to get to where it is that God is taking you, right? We all need that moment where we wake up. We need that moment where we wake up. And sometimes we don't wake up until we experience the pain. Until we experience the pain. And unfortunately, that is how it has to go. Because your purpose is birthed out of your pain. Your millions are birthed out of your pain. That business idea is birthed out of your pain. All of it is birthed out of your pain, right? So in order to get to the fat grape season, you got to experience the pain. I know you don't want to experience the pain. I know you try to avoid the pain. But this is the season you cannot avoid the pain. You have to process the pain. You have to process it, just like having a baby. We carry them babies 9 months. Unfortunately, some of us are preterm. We don't make it to 9 months, right? But some of us carry these babies for 9 months, and we want to avoid the pain. No matter how you deliver that baby. Oh, you're going to go through the pain. I don't care if it's cesarean, vaginal delivery, whatever it is, you're going to experience that pain to birth the baby. And that's how it is for the chosen ones right now. Yes. And see, this is how I know I'm talking to the chosen ones. Because the chosen ones, we done been through all types of pain. It's like we go from pain to pain. We go from one pain to another. But that is okay, because it's the pain that's developing your story. It is the pain that's developing your purpose. It is the pain that's going to birth that business. Oh, yes, it is. That's what it is. It's that pain. That pain of that bad relationship. That pain of you not having your mom there, your dad there. That pain of that divorce. That pain of losing that child. That pain of walking away from things that really don't make you feel good. The pain of walking away. The pain of walking away is going to birth something in you. It's going to birth something out of you. So the thing we try to do is avoid the pain. No, you got to go through it, honey. Chosen ones, you got to go through that pain. You have to experience the pain. And I had to learn that, because I never wanted to go through the pain until God started doing the work in me. He started doing the work in me. He started showing me the pain is needed. I did everything I could to avoid the pain. That's why I became a people pleaser. To avoid the pain, to avoid the rejection. Because I didn't deal with the brokenness that was in me. I avoided conflict because I didn't want to experience the pain. I avoided people by keeping my mouth closed because I didn't want to go through the pain. I avoided situations by staying in situations that no longer served me because I didn't want to experience the pain. The pain is what's going to make you. The pain is going to make you. I had experienced the pain of losing loved ones. The pain is what's going to make you. And if we don't go through the pain, we won't make it to the promise. See, people want the promise, but they don't want to go through the pain. People want what you have, chosen ones. People look at that light on you. People look at that glow on you. People look at you excelling. You're ambitious, but they don't know the price that you paid. They don't know the price that you paid to get to where you are. I got to put on my shades. The glow is, the glare from the phone is, I can't see. They don't know the price that you paid. People envy what you have, chosen ones. They envy your bounce back. They envy your joy. But they don't know that you still had to be joyous and happy and thankful in the midst of your pain. Some of you are joyous while you're going through pain. That is the grace. That is the power that the chosen ones have. We could go through as if we're not experiencing anything, and people look at us and think that we had it easy all of our lives, and they just don't know the price you had to pay for that oil. They don't know what you had to go through to experience that joy. Like they said, the jar or the vase or the object has to be broken in order for the light to get in. The chosen ones are the vase. You are the vase. You're the object. You're the darkness. But it's in the breaking. It's in the crushing. That's how the light get through. See, people want your light, chosen ones, but they don't want your pain. They want your anointing, but they don't want your pain. They want your life, but they don't want the lies. They don't want that. They just want the fruit of what you carry. They want what you have, but they don't want to go through what you've been through. They don't want to go through what you're going through, because see, you got to be anointed to carry. You have to be anointed to carry the type of light and the oil that you have, chosen ones. That's something was given at birth. Nobody can give you the light. Chosen ones, you are the light. You've been the light from birth because you were chosen. That's why people always look at you and wonder how you keep going. Wonder how you can get up after all you've been through. You still can take a licking and keep on ticking. Like I said in the last video, you're the Energizer battery. You're the Energizer bunny. You keep going and going and going. And people wonder how you do it. Tell them it's not you. Tell them it's not you. You will never take credit. You will never take credit. Right? You never take credit for how you keep moving in the midst of your pain, in the midst of your troubles, in the midst of the lies that people have told about you, in the midst of the slander. You can keep going. You can keep holding your head up high because it's not you. People want you to fold. People want you to break, chosen ones, but tell them you're unbreakable. You've been broken. That's why you're the chosen ones. That's why you went through the hell that you went through as a child, because it was building you, right? It was building you. It was strengthening you. That's how you were able to get through it. That's how you were able to get through it. Because God was preparing you for such a time as this. People get jealous of you, chosen ones. People are always jealous of you. Always jealous. They're not jealous of what you have. Have you ever noticed? You don't have to have anything. You can be as broke down, busted, and disgusted as you want to be. It is that light that they're jealous of. It is what's in you that was what they're jealous of. It is not what's on you. You can be riding around in a beater and people still hating on you. You don't have to have a home. You don't have to have a house. You could be sleeping on somebody's couch and they still come up against the chosen ones, because it's the light. You stand out. It's the light. You don't have to say nothing. It is that presence when you walk into the room. It's going to speak for you. It's you that is speaking for you. It's who you are that's speaking for you. You don't have to say nothing. You don't have to say what you believe. You don't have to say who you believe in. You don't have to say nothing. The only thing you have to do, chosen one, is be. And people are going to see that on you. They see that light in you. You don't have to say anything. That's why you get the attitudes. Hate for no reason. Yes, Tyrenia. You got to accept that. That's part of who you are. That's part of your life now. You have to receive that. Don't look at that as if that's something to be mad about. No, that's something to rejoice about, because that means that that light is on you. That means that you stand out. You don't want to be blended in with the world. That's why you're chosen. You're peculiar. You stand out. You're not, you're part of this world, but you're not of this world. You're not of it. You stand out. You don't have to do nothing. See, people think because you don't look like you, I tell people, because you don't look like you don't jump out of the 60s, because, you know, these religious spirits, they'll say something's wrong with this, wearing, something, showing your shoulders, earrings, ear piercings. But you got to remember, chosen ones, we didn't have the information that we have now. So we all have been through a journey. You're not going to be perfect. How you look and what you have, your tattoos and your piercings, just shows that you were part of this world. You were living like them. But when you became into who you are, right? You know this thing is spiritual. You don't have to look like you just jumping off on a little house on the prairie. It's your spirit that needs to be dealt with. That's where we miss it at. That's why people fall into religion, because they want to look like they are of God. And they can look like it all they want. But what that heart do? What that spirit do? You all wrapped up in sheets, looking like a caterpillar, looking like you're about to crystallize. You can look like that. But what your spirit do? God is dealing with the spirit. You got to let the Holy Spirit transform you. You have to let the Holy Spirit transform you, do the work in you. You can't worry about what the religious leaders want you to do, how they want you to look. You got to do what's on the inside. God will transform you. That's why it's a journey. He'll transform you. If he don't want you to wear that shirt, he'll tell you to take that shirt off. If he don't want you to wear earrings, he'll tell you. Everybody's journey is different. He's going to do a work in you as an individual. You don't have to conform. He's going to do the change in you. And when he do the change, it's going to start in your heart. Because I knew some people that dressed like a darn caterpillar And they still was out there whoring around in the church. So you tell me how that go in the church building. Still some crystallized thoughts. Excuse my French. What is the still? Because they conformed on the outside, but they didn't let God do their heart. And I'm not here to judge anyone. That's not my job. That's not my job to judge people. That's nothing I would do, because I know I got history. I got a background. I don't been in the struggle. I don't been in the mud. So I'm not here to judge anyone. That's my last thing. But I'm gonna give you an example. I'm gonna be honest and I'm gonna be truthful, right? I'm going to be truthful. That's what I'm going to do. So it starts, let God deal with your heart. And everybody's journey is different. But we don't want the pain. We want to try to please people. We want to try to conform to the religious leaders on what they tell us to do. That's why you have to get your own relationship, work out your own salvation. So when your pastor speaks, when he bring forth the word, it'll only confirm what God is wanting you to do. That's what it'll do. It'll confirm. It'll help you on your journey. It'll help you on your journey. You shouldn't feel condemned. You shouldn't feel like you're not on the right path, because we're all struggling. We're all trying to make it to the fat grape season. We're all trying to make it to the fat grape season. I know I am. I don't know about nobody else. I want to experience the fat grapes, because I don't think we're supposed to be broke down, busted, and disgusted forever. That's not my portion. My portion is wealth. My portion is freedom. Freedom in all areas. But that's what I wanted to come talk to you about, chosen ones. I wanted to come talk to you all about experiencing. Go through your pain. Go through your moment. You got to experience the pain in order to get to the purpose. Or the pain and the purpose is attached. However you want to say it. The pain and the purpose is attached. It's a one package. It's a package deal. You can't get to the purpose if you don't go through the pain. I tried to avoid the pain for so many years. Didn't want to experience it. Didn't want to experience it. I didn't want to. I really didn't. Because it's painful. Making sure my purse is still there. It's painful. It doesn't feel good. And we don't want to experience it. But it's part of the package deal. But the chosen ones have been prepared for this. You have been prepared. That's why you went through so much. That's why you've experienced so much. So when you get to the promised land, when you get to the fat grape season, you will be appreciative. You will know how to manage. You will be a good steward over what it is that you have. You will be a good steward. You will be obedient to what God tells you to do with your promised land. In your promised land. You'll be obedient. That's why you had to experience the pain. And I hope this word encouraged someone, because I was on my way home and I had to stop to this part to give you this message. And I hope it encourages you. I hope it edifies you. And I hope this message was for someone who needed to hear this. Because I know it edified me. Me speaking encouraged me. Y'all think me coming here, talking to you all, see, that's how God will do. See, that's when you know God is in this. What God will do is, yeah, it's the process. Rosemary, yes, it's the process. See, what God will do is, He will not force you, have you encourage others while you yourself is being encouraged. It's in your doing that's going to produce your healing. And see, some of you all are scared. This for somebody. I was getting ready to go. But some of you are scared to do what it is that God told you to do. And it's in that thing where God is going to birth your greatness. You're going to be healed in the process of you doing what it is that God told you to do. Stop being afraid. This is the season you can't worry about what people are going to think. You can't worry about or how they're going to feel. This is your deliverance moment. This is your deliverance moment. Watching my back. Where I'm coming from, I hear people talking, I gotta look back. Okay, you're gonna run up on me. That's one thing you not gonna do is run up on me. Okay? So I had to look back. Look where I'm from. I'm very alert. I be here and I see and hear. I don't know if that come from me going through abuse, because they say you become very alert and vigilant. You be on edge when you experience abuse. But no, I don't think that's what it is. Where I come from, I had to be alert and vigilant. Pay attention to my surroundings. Make sure nobody trying to grab me. Make sure no little nasty managed man trying to, grab me, So I had to be alert. But yes, it's in that thing that God is telling you to do. See, we don't want to do it. You're talking to somebody who didn't want to do it. I didn't want to start this channel. I didn't want to start the responsibility channel. But the pain of where I was so great. I was pushed to do this channel. I was actually forced. I was forced to do this. But I understand now. By me starting and doing what God told me to do, guess what? It opened so many doors. I've connected with so many people. It was in my doing. It was in my doing that he opened up the door, and I see where he's taking me now. But what if I wouldn't have started? You guys got to do what God tells you to do, even if you don't have it figured out. Even if you don't have it figured out. Start. I didn't have this figured out. I didn't know what I was going to do. I just did one thing at a time. Still don't know what I'm doing. Don't look at me like I know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. But I know I'm taking one step at a time. I know that me coming on here doing these videos, me listening to when the Holy Spirit tells me to do a video, talk about this, me doing what he tells me to do, I see another door open. I get another answer to something I need an answer to. But it's in the doing. I didn't want to do it. Who wants to come on social media, be online, everybody could see you, everybody gonna know what you're talking about, your haters gonna be watching you, people don't like you gonna be monitoring you, people who don't slander you, they coming on here listening to you. Who wants to do that? Who wants to do that? I know I did. But I said, either am I going to be obedient or be afraid of people, of what they may say, what they may do. I'll take obedience for 100, Alex. I'll take obedience for 100. Or take obedience for 500. I can't let this be about me. I can't let my fear stop me from doing what it is. And I'm so glad I did. Because I see this process and journey is part of my healing too. It's part of my healing. Me being able to come and encourage you all. I get encouraged. I mentioned that. I get encouraged. I get my healing. I get my next step. Yes, I get my next step. Yes, just go ask him, Terenia. Ask him to guide you. Yes. I know it's him. It's not me. Look, if it's up to me, I'd be minding my business. Minding my own business. Who wants to put themselves out here? Who wants to do that? I know I did. Let me be honest. That is not something I want to do. Where you got millions of views. People, millions of viewers don't view my channel. Who wants to put themselves out there like that? I know I did, but I'd rather be obedient to what God is showing me than to be in disobedience. Because I already got beaten for being disobedient. I've already gotten beaten. I've already missed out on opportunities. I said not in this season. Not in this season. I'm going to say what he tells me to say. I'm going to do what he tells me to do. I don't care who gets mad. That was another thing. I was afraid because, I always had this here. This here got me in trouble a lot. But then God said, you know what? I'm going to use that. He been wanting to use it. But see, I was afraid because I didn't want to say what he told me to say. Because I didn't want to offend people. He said, you offending me? I'm offended because you don't want to be obedient to me. You heal yourself. Don't bleed on the people. And you do what I tell you to do. I said, okay. I'm going to do what you tell me to do. So when I talk about what he tells me to talk about. I don't care who it offends. Because the truth is the truth. I get offended. You think I want to come here and tell you all my business? I don't want to come tell y'all stuff about me. I'm private. I'm a private person. I don't need y'all in my business. But the Lord says it's not about me. It's not about me. I want it to be about me. Because I won't tell you nothing. I won't be real as I'm being. But it's a purpose behind this. The pain. The pain has birthed its purpose. The pain that I've gone through. Right? Nobody wants to get on here and talk about nothing that's private to them. Like, who wants to come on here and be saying certain things? I'm like, no. Look, I told God, no, get somebody else to do it. He said, you are the somebody else. You are the somebody else. Hey, go as you are. I didn't want to come. I tell you, I've mentioned that quite a few times in my lives. I don't want to be here. Gotta be here. It's purpose. It's destiny. Part of my healing. Part of my healing. By me being obedient, it's going to free some of you. It's going to free some of you. It's going to help deliver some of you. Some of you have already been delivered. I get the emails. It resonates with you. I don't know you all. We're family now. We're getting to know each other. But you know, if somebody's speaking something that resonates with you, you know it has to be God. Confirming. Helping you. Getting you through. He's going to use people. Just like he used people to help me. You're going to be here for a season. Then you're going to go on about your business. You're going to be going on to help someone else. You're going to be going on doing your thing. So don't be afraid to step out. Don't be afraid to do what it is. Yes, Jacqueline, we're healing together, honey. I may be a 9 in my healing. Some of you may just be started. You may be 1s and 2s. You don't have to be perfect. I may be a 5. Some of you may be 1s and 2s. I can help the 1, 2s, 3s, 4s. If I'm a 5, even if I'm a 7, I can help everybody below that, the 6s and the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1s. You don't have to be perfect. That's what's wrong. That's what the world tells you. The world tells you have to be perfect. You don't have to be perfect. God want to use that imperfection. None of them people in the Bible wasn't perfect. They were murderers, thieves, rapists, all kind of folks. I'm like, Lord, God used the most unlikely people. That's what he wants. He wants them unlikely. He wants the tail end. He wants the last. He wants the underdogs. I mentioned this in another video. He wants all the ones that the world has counted out because they've been broken enough. They've been broken enough so he can use them. Like they said, that's how the light get in. When you hit rock bottom, the only direction you got to go in is up. So unfortunately, some of us have to be broken in that rock bottom so God can finally do what he wants to do in our lives. Because we belong to him. You don't belong to yourself. You do not belong to yourself. We belong to him. And unfortunately, we run for so long. We be them Jonahs. We be hearing God calling us, but we want to be disobedient. We want to be like Jonah. And so he got to chew us up and swallow us in the whale or a fish. He got to consume us with pain. Take us through these toxic relationships. He got to consume us so we can finally hear him, so he can spit us back out and so we can do what he told us to do. We got to go through all that. Some of us just defiant and disobedient. I was disobedient. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I'm a saint because I heard the call. I've been heard the call, but I'm like, not yet, Lord. Get somebody else to do it. That's what I said. I said, get somebody else to do it. I got my own thing going on. Oh, boy, when I got in that fish mouth, I bet I thought about it then. When I was in the belly of the whale, look, when I was in the belly of the fish, I had time to think. Listen, when I was in the belly of that fish, I had time to think. I surely did. Hold on, y'all. Turn my notifications down, my sound off. When I had time to be in that belly, you swarming around in that pain. Oh, you'll think about it. You're going to think about it and go the direction God told you to go. That's why the chosen ones, that's why I say, regardless of what you go through, chosen ones, let me tell you, you're going to still end up where God wanted you to be. You're going to end up where he wanted you to be in the first place. You may go through hell and back. But when you get back, you're going to end up right on the direction. Right back on the direction and the path where he wanted you to go in the first place. But now, you have more experiences. And you got pain and all. You got more equipment in your arsenal. Yeah, you're going to end up where he wanted you to be. That's why he told us everything will work together for the good. That's scripture. Don't know it verbatim, but everything's going to work out, and it is. Everything that you ever been through is going to work out to glorify him. Full circle. Yes, JR, full circle, dear. It's going to work out. You got to believe it. But first, you got to realize and know that you're chosen. Once you realize and know that you're chosen, you will be able to manage the pain, manage the wilderness season, manage the processes that you have to go through, because you're still going to go through. You still gonna go through. That's life. We all gonna go through. Yeah, we all gonna go through. Chosen ones go through it the most, though. Yeah, chosen ones go through it the most. Yeah, it's more armor. So we won't be so judgmental. We don't know how to fight. And see, that's when you know you're running into a true chosen one. True chosen ones don't have a religious spirit, because they know they've been through hell and back, and they wouldn't dare put their mouth on anyone. They wouldn't dare judge somebody's situation, because see, we don't been through too much to even fix our mouths to say what somebody could be doing or why did they do something. Because we'll look at our shit. I know for me, I ain't that type of person. If I know I don't been through worse, I'm looking at that situation like, not a word. Have you never noticed chosen ones? Chosen ones, people always want to see what we got to say about the situation. Have you ever noticed that? Put a one in the chat. Chosen ones, that's how you know you're so powerful. That's how you know you are chosen. Because what you say carries weight. People be waiting to hear what you got to say about the situation. Sometimes you can't say nothing, chosen ones. Don't give your opinion on nothing. Don't give your opinion on nothing. See, people want to wait to see what you got to say. They'll come ask you, what you think about that? Nothing. That's what I think about it. Nothing. People want to hear what you got to say because you're chosen. What you say matters. What you say carries weight. What you say carries more weight than money. What you say, chosen ones, yes it do. You don't want to believe it, but yes it does. You're favored. I know for me. No, Ruby, I used to know a lot of Spanish because I grew up around a lot of Hispanic. I used to have a lot of Hispanic friends growing up. I used to know a lot of Spanish, but I don't know a lot. I can understand it, but I don't speak it. That was one of my goals, to learn Espanol. Yep. I know quite a few sentences, but I don't understand it and speak it as much as I used to, Rubia. Yes. Yeah, chosen one. Your words carry weight. People always waiting to see what you got to say. Why y'all worry about what I have to say? Why y'all want me to say something? You say it. You say what you want to say. Don't use my voice to say what you want to say. Don't use my voice. Use your voice. But chosen ones, you're powerful. They want to know what you got to say. That's how powerful you are. But that's what I want to come talk to you all about, my dear chosen ones. And thank you all who joined the membership, the Chosen Ones Fat Grapes membership. I appreciate you all. I hope the information that I'm posting in there, encourages you, and I hope you're learning something. I hope that you find the messages inspirational, and I hope and I pray that God is speaking through you all through those messages that I post in there, right? So like I said, with the membership, I'm not going to take away what I've been given on the regular channel, right? But in the membership, you do get more messages. You get more messages, and you get the messages earlier than the regular members. But you still get similar messages, but I do have only messages for the Chosen Ones membership, only because they're the Chosen Ones membership. That's part of the perks as being the chosen one. But don't think you're missing out on anything on the regular channel. But if you feel led to join, just join, because you do get more messages, and I do respond to the chosen ones as much as I do, because they're in the membership, and I could kind of manage who's there, and I can always reply to them. It's impossible to reply to every 17,000 people on the regular channel. But if you're part of the membership, I have a little more containment in there. I can regulate and reply and respond to questions over there. But I can't do it for everybody on the regular channel. That's a lot of members. So I would never put that responsibility on myself. But I appreciate you all. So I hope this message really resonated. I hope you were blessed by this message. And I pray that you all be blessed. And thank you all for coming, listening in with me today, okay? So I got to go. It's hot out here. I have a few things to do, but y'all be blessed, okay?